Today's topic, tricks on passing the Emirates Interview Episode 2. Hi, Orlando from WishCasting. We'll highlight every step of the selection process and provide tricks on passing it. Before you watch this episode, watch our previous video, the Emirates Interview, and familiarize first with the interview structure. Also, watch episode 1 before this episode so you don't get confused. We're not paid for these videos, so subscribing and liking helps us a lot. After the English test, there is another group activity. The third activity is done in larger groups, 25 candidates in groups of 5. Each group receives a card representing an item. The objective of the activity is to find a purpose for that item in a survival situation. I'll give you my example when I was recruited. Our card was an umbrella. Our ideas were to use the nylon part as a water gathering device, the stick as a hunting weapon, and the curved part to reach tree branches to gather fruit. Let's take a look at the tricks. Discuss among the group in an assertive way. Don't talk over other people, but don't ever stay quiet. Avoid aggressive, passive behavior. Find clever ideas for the exercise. Choose who talks to the interviewer in a diplomatic way. Don't choose last minute, and don't ever fight over who talks. The fourth and final group test is the most complicated and stressing one. You go in groups of 6 to 8 people, you're a hotel manager, 7 guests show up for their room, and only 3 rooms are available. The guests are a VIP, a politician, a hotel reviewer, a family with a sick child, a loyal customer to your hotel. I can't remember more than those now. Your group has to choose who gets a room and who doesn't and why. You have around 5 minutes. After this stressful decision, every candidate will be acting as a hotel manager. The recruiter will act as a furious guest who you've denied the room to. The recruiter will try his or her best to intimidate you by assaulting you verbally. The objective is to see how you handle stress. Once you've solved and fixed the situation in a satisfactory way, the recruiter will then move on to the next candidate. Again, the recruiters are observing how you cooperate within the group. The answers you give are important, yes, but the decision-making is king. Nobody should aggressively talk over anyone, and nobody should be overly passive. Focus on being assertive and proactive. Now the tricks with the interviewer. Before talking at all, make sure you listen to all your client has to say, your interviewer. Listen carefully, use your body language, and nod to what the customer is saying. Be empathetic as much as you can. When you deny something to someone, always offer an alternative. Denying a room to a loyal paying customer without offering some alternative will result into losing that customer. Offer, for example, an upgrade to a better room in another hotel, or a luxury suite in another hotel. Just offer something. Provide an explanation. Don't just deny. Offer a valid reason on why, what, and how it all happened, and that you're currently working on it. Say, for example, that an IT specialist is already working on this case, and they're currently looking into what caused the error. Try to handle the situation by offering as much information as possible. Always keep your calm, be professional. Never lose patience, stutter, shout, or stay quiet. And the worst, delegate the problem to someone else. The next step is the psychometric test, a mix of several questions asked in different ways just to understand your psychology. It must be completed within 25 minutes. This is usually done over the computer. Now the tricks? Simply don't lie. Be yourself. Do them naturally and quickly. Don't think too much or you'll mess it all up. If you lie, they'll find out, so don't. If you're at this stage, you're almost done, so congratulations. But there's a final step, the final interview. It's either done on the same place of your interview, so face-to-face, or it's done over the computer. The common questions you're asked are, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Tell me a situation where you've solved something under big stress. Tell me a situation where you've offered great customer service. Now let's take a look at those tricks. So for you to be a good investment, show them you're willing to stay indefinitely with Emirates. That makes you a good investment. Remember or make up a situation in which you went under a lot of stress in your previous employment. Rehearse it at home so that you say it in an impeccable way. Details are very important. Tell them how your leadership skills helped your group of colleagues solve a problem. On our next episode, we'll cover the Emirates cabin crew salary and accommodation in depth. So subscribe if you want to know more stuff like this. If you found it interesting, subscribe for our next episode coming out next week. We do travel guides too. Feel free to take a look at our popular low-cost travel guides up here. We'd love to know your experience in the comments below. If you have any other questions, just ask and I will reply. Our challenge is to make videos every week. The topics we cover are things we're experts on. Hopefully, that'll get us some more visibility. As always, it is my pleasure to do videos. Hope you liked it. Keep it rolling, guys.